2 weeks ago, the Taoiseach, Leo Varadkar, was asked whether Ireland would intervene on the side of South Africa against Israel's genocide at the International Court of Justice. He said very clearly, we do not intend to do so. He said, I really think this is an area where we need to be very careful. And he said genocide is something very particular. It was a shameful intervention that put the Irish government on the side of those states trying to undermine South Africa's case in the ICJ. Fast forward 2.5 weeks, we have the spectacle of 2 days in a row the government proposing a motion to the Dáil to encourage that same government to strongly consider doing something, strongly considering an intervention. What ties the two positions together? Utter moral cowardice. Feeling the heat of public opinion, feeling the heat of people's pride in Blinny Grawley and the other lawyers who have exposed what is happening on the ground in Gaza, but not actually willing to do anything, not even willing to commit to make an intervention at the ICJ. The facts haven't changed. Leo Varadkar wants to say it's something very particular. What else would you call it? The genocide is written in the blood of the Palestinian people. The over 25,000 people massacred by Israel in the last over 100 days. The over 10,000 children, the 10 children a day having legs or arms amputated, most without anaesthetics. It's written in the destroyed buildings. Remember the arguments we had here about whether Israel had bombed a hospital or not. Well, the majority of hospitals in Gaza have now been destroyed by Israel. The schools, the mosques, the attempts to drive people out. But not just that. And for me, it's the most powerful part of South Africa's case. It's written in the words of the Israeli leaders before and during the genocide that is taking place that reveal it to be absolutely premeditated. I'll just read one of the very many quotes developed here and put together in the case. The President of Israel, Isaac Herzog, on the 12th of October, it's an entire nation out there that is responsible. It's not true, this rhetoric about civilians not aware, not involved. It's absolutely not true, and we will fight until we break their backbone. Quote after quote after quote like that from Israeli leaders that reveal this is the genocide aimed against the Palestinian people. But what do we get from the Irish government? We get words, we get slightly harsher words, we get slightly harsher words, and we get no action. No action. No sanctions, no expulsion of the Israeli ambassador, no commitment even to intervene in this case about genocide. And you contrast it with the action against Russia, the expulsion of diplomats, the sanctions, the intervention in the International Criminal Court, an apparent moral backbone there. And what explains the difference? It's not about morality. It wasn't about morality then, it's not about morality now, it's about geopolitics. It's about bowing down to the position of US imperialism. And what has characterized the government's response over the past 3 months has been tacking between public opinion on the one hand and US imperialism's attitude and support for Israel on the other hand. And the Irish government has the extreme moral cowardice of refusing to do anything for fear of offending Joe Biden and the US administration and the big multinationals.
Thank you, Deputy.